Yo guys, what is going on? Alex Pandrea here, back with another video. Today we are doing this video from Positano, Italy. Now, as you may know, I am on a European little tour, and Positano is one of the stops, so we're gonna go explore, but don't worry, we have a tutorial for you guys coming up. It's something that I'm obsessed with, a lot of magicians are obsessed with, and for good reason. So we're gonna go do that, do the tutorial, let's go. Guys, we are on a boat in Positano. Look at this view, it's pretty awesome. If you're ever here, take this boat ride, Blue Star. They will hook you up, tell them I sent you. Okay guys, so there are 404 stairs leading up to my hotel, which is all the way up there. We're gonna go climb these stairs, then go and do a tutorial. Let's go. Alright, we made it. We're gonna go shoot a tutorial. Just one thing to think about. Did I set up my camera to do every shot of this little segment and then run back down and grab it and then run back up? That's for you to decide. Alright, shower time, then tutorial time. Let's go. Oh God. Let's go. Thank you for joining me. It's a lovely day outside, so what better thing to do than do a tutorial. So for this tutorial, we're gonna go over one of my favorite effects, plots in all of magic. It's the any card at any number plot. And it's one of the first things that I really did come up with on this plot. I think I was about 14 years old. And it's just a standard card at any number. I guess what anybody would think of when trying to do this plot. So nothing super creative on this one, but it's very fun to perform. It's practical and it's easy. Okay, let's say they have a card selected, 3 of spades for example, somewhere inside the middle of the pack so you don't know exactly where it is, and even give it a quick shuffle. Ask the spectator to name any number because the card is somewhere inside the pack, you don't know exactly where. Let's say they say 15. You're gonna start counting down very fairly, 3, 4, 5, and you remember the card, right? Even at home, yes, perfect. 6, 7, being very fair about everything, 8, yes, and you could count along too. 9, 10, you didn't forget the card, did you? That's 11, that's 12, 13, 14, and number 15. What was the card? 3 of spades, and of course, it is the 3 of spades. Easy. Okay, this effect is very easy. You need 2 things for this. One, you need to know how to do some sort of pass. So it could be a classic pass, a Herman style pass, anything that invisibly cuts the deck, all right? And that's gonna be important for the effect. Also, you're gonna need to know how to subtract, and that's really it. If you could subtract a small number like a 2, a 3, a 5 from an amount, then you are set to go with this, because that's basically what we're doing. We're getting the card in a position, and then we're dealing down, doing a pass and subtracting the number that where it is from their number. So now I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. So you have to control a card to a specific location, whether it's the 3rd from the top, the fifth from the top. Depending on your situation, what's more comfortable for you, that's where you control it. So let's say it's third from the top as an easy example. You take the card and you control it third from the top, and there's a few ways to do this. You can, I just use a tilt sometimes, do a bluff pass, maybe have the card replaced back and then drop 2 cards on top of it from the break, just like that. So you drop 2 cards on top of it, then get a break, then cut or do a pass or control. Whatever the case may be, you're getting this card third from the top. And now from here, I kick cut, so it's more towards the bottom of the deck. All right, so now whatever number they say, you're going to do the pass on whatever the number they say minus 3. So I'll just give you a quick example. If they say the number 10, you're going to do the pass at the number 7, leaving their card at the 10th position. So you want a little bit more than half the deck for the reason, just in case they go further with their number, like they start saying in their 20s or whatever. But usually people, I noticed, you say we're going to deal down to a card, they typically don't go over 30, so you should be okay with something like that. So here's just a straight up method. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 7th one, after you do the 7th one, you're gonna do a pass. 8, 9, and then 10 will be their card. Now that you know this, you could put the card, control it exactly where it's more comfortable for you. So for me, sometimes I do 5. So let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of the selected card. That's 5. So now you're gonna get it into position by kick cutting a little bit, just like that. Let's say they say 15 at this point, so you're going to minus 5 from it, and you're going to do the pass at the number 10. So as long as that makes sense, it could be any which way, whatever number they say, you could already have it here. Of course, the more you can do, the better, just because you want to be very free at the last few when counting, okay? So I try to break it up something like this. So remember, it's right now, it is from the break, 5 more down. All right, so let's say they say 15, we'll do it at 10 as an easy example. I start to dribble the cards like this to get them used to this, all right, because I'm gonna do a dribble pass or some sort of pass that involves an action like that, because not everybody has a super invisible pass, not even me at times, so I like to just have some sort of cover. Hold the deck down like this, give it a nice dribble, still maintaining that break. So I just dribble off from the top, still holding that break just like that, okay? So I'm here, I do that, and I start counting off the cards in a very slow manner, asking them not to forget the card, asking them to count along, and I give them in breaks, okay? So I break it up. I don't just count, then stop to do the pass, and then count again. That's not the best way to do this, obviously, because then it sort of gives it away that you're doing something at that moment. So I count 1, 2, 3, and if you know the words, go ahead, sing along, folks, don't be shy. Anything to sort of break it up, okay? 3, 4, 5, and because they're naming a number, I like to kind of just keep it like this so we know where we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in case with the breakups you forget where you are, so you know you're at 5, and you do remember the card, right? Perfect. 6, 7, are you sure? All right, 8, 9, 10. From here, I'm going to do a pass. So I do, this time I did a Herman pass. That's 11, 12, 13, and now you're very fair. 14, 15, and that's the card, okay? So at that moment, you want to do, so I just did a Herman style pass, bringing the bottom to the top. I won't teach that exactly in this video, but stay tuned. I have a big project on passes coming up very, very soon. Nonetheless, you can do either a Herman style pass, you can do a classic pass at this point, you could do a riffle pass, or rather a dribble pass, which I think would look really good. So you start counting, dribble, count, 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 dribble, and at the time when you have to do the pass, you dribble while doing it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever the number is. So that's basically it. This is the method. You control it to a position, and then all you have to work on is the presentation in the timing. The timing is more important of how laid back you are when you do the pass, when you count, etc., etc. Another idea is while you have the break, as you do it, you could do a turnover pass and say you didn't see the card just yet, and then at that point do the pass. turn it back over. I think there's a lot of potential with this. Like I said, it's a very easy method to getting a control card to the selected position, sort of, without really doing too much. And also, just another note, if you want to do any card at any number, an easy way to do this, if you watch my other videos, you'll notice a sort of style that I do. I go through the pack, but let's say in this case it's the Ace of Hearts. I find the Ace of Hearts a little bit tilted up like that so they can't see, and then from the Ace of Hearts I just count 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of spot it with my eyes, so now I know it's going to be in the 5th position, and then I can sort of control it, do whatever, do a pass at this point, a turn over pass, a fall shuffle, so it's now at the 5th position, and then I could start with this effect. This way it's any card at any number rather than a card at any number. The only flaws for this is that you do have to handle the cards, but what's great about it is that, let's say you put a 10th from the top. You can actually give it to them after a certain point. Let's say they say 15, so you know it's 10th from the top, you count 5, do the pass, and then you say, you know what, you take the deck, I don't even want to touch it, keep dealing. So this way you could get away with it doing it in their hands, and you say, look, I didn't touch anything, right? You named the card. So it's just a very interesting way to do any card at any number. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright guys, there you have it. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please hit the notifications because you want to stay tuned. Like I mentioned earlier, you gotta see this view first of all. I didn't film this way because you couldn't really see. Anyway, because of the light. I have a big project coming up at the end of this year. It's a pass project. So this pass project is going to be pretty big. I'm very excited about it. A lot of the passes that I've done have been upgraded, and I have new touches on it. The brick pass I put out in 2011, so since that time I've reworked it and I've come up with different subtleties and different ways to teach it, and I think my teaching has gotten better since then. So it's going to be an updated version of that, plus a whole bunch of different passes. So it really will be the ultimate guide to passes. That's coming up very soon next month. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Peace.
I ain't a man that you've been looking for. Hearts being darker than a devil's soul.